welcome to today's lesson where we're going to be talking about outsourcing your entire LinkedIn marketing campaign so that you're only getting involved when you have interested prospects in your inbox or when you have to do the sales calls with the meetings that you've scheduled from LinkedIn. Now, in the previous lesson, we talked about your daily task and how much you should be doing of what and really tracking your activity so you can also track your results. And that way you can see, well, do I need to do more activity? Do I need to maybe sell better because I'm getting a lot of meetings but I'm not getting enough clients? Or do I need to slow down my activity because I have too much business? Do I need to up my activity because I'm not getting enough? So now you can actually use those daily task sheets and give that to your VAs or employees so that you can stay up to date as to how much they're doing, what kind of results they're generating, and then make decisions based off of that. So I'm really excited to share with you today's training because it's going to be crucial in being able to free up your time and only allow you to focus on the important things, which is sales, and then of course, running the other parts of your business. Now, I'm going to give you templates for job descriptions, and I'm going to give you the whole interview process so that you can hire the right people more easily, because it is definitely difficult to hire people. Everyone makes themselves sound amazing in their resume, but how do you really know that's true? I'm going to give you a list of tests and methods that I put people through to see if they're going to be a worthwhile employee or not. And this has worked really, really well for me. I have the VA that I have working with me right now, I've had him for over a year, and he's amazing, just extremely reliable, does everything he's told. And that's because I put him through a series of tests to ensure that this was the right hire for the position. I'm going to share with you how to train your VA and how to monitor your VA's work. So let's get right to it. First, you want to put out your job posting in sites like, for example, hiremymom.com. This site is really great if you're looking for somebody that's US based, and these are stay-at-home moms. A lot of them are really highly educated women with college degrees who decided to stay home to raise families, and now that they just like to make some extra income. So a lot of times you'll find employees here that you would otherwise have to spend, $20, $25, $30 an hour for, but you can spend 12 to 15 because they're just looking for some side work from home that's flexible while they're raising their kids. So that might be a really great way to go if you want somebody US based. If you want to go overseas so that you don't spend as much money, you're maybe spending like $3 an hour, you can go to sites like Upwork.com, which used to be Odesk, and hire people off of there, as well as freelancer.com or onlinejobs.ph. You can also try Craigslist. I've had really great success with Craigslist, both for US and Filipino workers. So that's something that you might want to look into as well. Now, you want to be specific in your description and say, well, this is full-time or part-time work, and you want to let people know this is to manage a LinkedIn campaign so that they know what they're getting into. You want to describe who is your ideal candidate for this job and what tasks they're going to be doing. And you also want to tell a little bit about you, your company, and what it's like to work with you and why they should want to work with you. And then you want to test them. You want to see if they actually follow instructions. Let me show you some of the templates that I have for this process. So here's a job posting template that I created for when I was hiring for this actual position here. And it just tells what I'm looking for in a candidate. I want attention to detail. I want somebody that types fast. Typically, people who type fast end up being really good with computers. And I want somebody who's not easily offended, especially with Filipinos. They can get a little sensitive sometimes. And you're not trying to be mean. You're just trying to tell them, like, no, you can't do it this way. You got to do it that way. And you just want to make sure that they know that, just take constructive criticism lightly. And, you just want the job to be done. Everything's okay. You want somebody who's a positive attitude, but most importantly is reliable. You don't want the excuses, oh, the internet went out, or oh, there's a hurricane. I mean, sometimes those things do happen. In Philippines, it can be a little unreliable, but for the most part, they should be able to report to work and finish their task, because if they don't, then that's a very important aspect of your business, your lead generation, that is not getting done. Now, they definitely need to be a great communicator in writing, because they're going to be messaging with people on LinkedIn on your behalf. So that's very important. You want to tell a little bit about you, why it's so great to work for you, why they're going to like it, and also, most importantly, about the position and what they're going to be doing and how many hours per week they're going to be working. Now, at the bottom here is where it says how to apply. This is very important. This is our first test to this job applicant. It says send email with the subject line LinkedIn assistant. Anybody who sends an email without this subject line, don't even look at the resume, because they're clearly already not even following instructions. So this is how we start to weed out all those resumes that you're going to get, because these people are applying to a bunch of jobs. A lot of them aren't even actually reading what they're applying to. So this ensures that they've actually read it. This is something they want to apply to, and they can follow instructions. This is the first instruction that you're giving. Next, once they apply with that subject line, then you're going to send the following email. You say, sweet, you're one of the surprisingly few people that follow directions I gave in the job posting about emailing me. You'd be surprised how many don't. Nice work. Anyways, on to round 2. Now you want to have them complete the Google form, and after completing the Google form, you're going to review the information and set up a Skype interview with the people that you want to interview. Please have the form completed within 24 hours. They don't follow this instruction, now they're out. Now here we are back on my Drive account, and what you want to do is you want to go to Google and you want to go to New, and then you want to hit More, and then you want to go to, in Google Forms, and we're going to go ahead and create a Google form. Now you have all these templates with this lesson, but here you have the first set of tasks, and this is what you're going to put on the Google form, all of these different fields, because we're going to test this person and see how well they do. First, we're going to ask them for their name, a link to their LinkedIn profile and Facebook profile, so we want to see what kind of person they are on social media. We want to know their email address so we can get in touch with them. You want to share your LinkedIn profile with them so that they can see a little bit about you. And then say, for the next 2 questions, I need you to install Jing on your computer. Now you're making them follow instructions again, and you want them to take a typing test. If they are under 40 words per minute, that's just a bit too slow. So you want to make sure that they're above that, and then you want them to type in their adjusted speed and also send you a screenshot of their typing speed with Jing. Now you want them to check the speed of their internet connection, and then you want them to send that to you via screenshot using Jing. And then for the last section, you want to give them another task, like for example, creating a cold email, as these people are going to be doing a lot of messaging between your connections for you on LinkedIn. You want to make sure that they know how to write and that they're good at customer service. So you would just take, for example, text, and then everything should be a required field, and then you just hit done. You're going to title your form, LinkedIn Assistant, and then once you're done, now we have the link to your form. And I'm not going to fill out the entire form, guys. I mean, you've got all the entries that you need to make. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then Google, URL shortener. We want to take that URL and make it more friendly. And so that's what we're going to take, and that's what we're going to put in the email template. And here, we're going to put that. And there we go. So now what you want to do is you want to log into your Drive, and then you can see people that have filled out the interview questions that you have for the different jobs. So here we have LinkedIn Assistant responses. I'd go in here, and then I would see the people that filled it out, and then from there I'd make my decision as to who I want to move on to the next step based on their answers and based on their internet speed and their typing speed and how well they followed instruction. After that, I want to do an interview with the top 3 applicants. Here's a Skype interview template that I'm giving you so you can ask the right questions, and of course, customize this for your own needs as well, and then select your desired applicant. Now, one last thing that you want to do, and this is why we put this question at the bottom. So here at the bottom, when we discuss pay, before you ask them what they want to earn, let them know you are one of 6 people I am interviewing. When I'm done with all of them, I will notify you of the outcome. Oh, and one more thing. I forgot to talk about. What do you want to earn monthly? Now you've set the expectation that they're one of 6. And you're asking this question to 6 people. They want this job. So they're not going to send you some like outrageous high number because they know that there's competition. And so they're going to give you a reasonable number for what this position is usually going for. And for this kind of position, $3 an hour is plenty. If you're outsourcing to, for example, the Philippines, if you're hiring here in the US, $12 an hour to start is a good way to go. And then you can also track all their activity via Upwork. They have a tracking system that you can use, or you can also just have them fill out your daily activity. And I usually have people tell me what they did for the hour and how long it took them. And I typically know how long a task should take them, so I know if they took too long or if they're just trying to game hours. So you have all these templates here along with this lesson. Go out there and find your ideal VA so that you can save more of your time and spend it on just selling versus doing all these activities and tasks that we've gone over in the previous lessons. Before you hire someone though, you definitely want to run the LinkedIn campaign until you're comfortable with the process, because even though you have all the training videos here that we've provided you and you can have your VA go through the training videos, you still want to know what to do. Just in case they ask you a question, you don't want to not have any answers for them. And you want to go ahead now and find, hire, and train your new VA when you're ready to outsource and you feel like you know the process and you've got it dialed in and you can clearly tell them, okay, these are the tasks that you're doing every day. This is how you do them. You can show them the videos from me, and then off they go. Ensure that your daily tasks are being done. Have them send you an email every day with what they did and how long it took them. I'll give you a template for that as well that I have my VAs fill out. And then get to generating leads every single day. Grow your business. I am super excited for you, and I can't wait to hear about all the success that you're going to have with this course and with the leads that you're generating. You better send them in because I want to know. Thanks so much for watching, and in the next video, which is going to be your last video, congratulations for getting up to this point, we're going to be talking about some last tips to use with your networking strategies that we haven't covered up to this point. So be sure to watch that video to get some additional client conversion tips and things that you can do with LinkedIn, and I'll see you on the next lesson. Bye-bye.